Hello everyone, you're welcome once more again to this powerful YouTube channel where all problems from maths are looked at. Alright, today we are going to look at a problem on the quadratic. Okay, a very simple problem on quadratic. The question says solve 6x squared is equals to 5x minus 1. So our solution, the first thing is I want to rearrange this. I want to write this in the standard quadratic equation form, which looks like this. So all these are the left-hand side. I want to bring it to the what? All these are the right-hand side. I want to bring it to the left-hand side so that we have a 0 here. So how do we do that? I have my 6x squared. Okay, it's equals to what? 5x minus 1. Now plus 5x, I'm going to remove 5x here. So I'm also going to remove it here. Now I have minus 1 here, so I'm going to put plus 1 here. So I'm going to put plus 1 here. So we now have on the left hand side, I have 6x squared minus 5x plus 1 is equals 5x minus 5x plus 1 minus 1. So we have 6x squared minus 5x plus 1. This minus this is 0, plus 1 minus, so all this side is 0. So we've been able to write this in this form. Now from this, we can now solve the equation further using any of the methods in solving quadratic equation. All right, so let's solve what we have there. So we have 6x squared minus 5x plus 1 is equals to 0. If we compare it to our quadratic equation, the standard form, a here is what? 6, b here is minus 5, c here is 1. We'll compare it to what? If I have ax squared plus bx plus c is equals to 0. So you see that a is 6, b is minus 5, c is 1. So that's how I got this. Now, before we solve further, there is something you must have to check. But before we check that, we have to know a product of AC. A multiplied by C, which is what? 6 times 1. 6 times 1, which is what? 6. All right, so now let's do our check. So we are going to look for what? A number, or we'll look for two numbers. Look for two numbers. Okay? That their sum is what? Their sum is going to give us this minus 5, and their product will give us 6. That's this. So their sum will give us this, and their product will give us this. That is how to solve your quadratic equation when you're factorizing. So the two numbers, by inspection, I can see 2 and 3. But now we have to put signs. If I have minus 2 times minus 3, if I multiply this and this, I'll get 6. If I add minus 2 plus what? Minus 3, I'll get minus 5. So these are the numbers by inspection. All right, so we are going to input it back in our quadratic equation. So let's input it. So I'm going to write 6x squared. Now instead of this, I'm going to put this as minus 2x minus 3x plus 1 is equals to 0. Because minus 2x minus 3x is still minus 5x. So it is in order that will replace our minus 5x. Having replaced it, we'll now bring out the common factor and divide. So for 6x squared, minus 2x. I'm seeing that 2x is common. For the fact that I brought out 2x, I'm going to divide it here as this. And I'm also going to divide it there. Now for minus 3x plus 1, what I can see that is common is just 1 times. 1 is here, 1 is here. 1 times is here, 1 times is here. So 1. Now for the sign, I'm going to still use minus. But now we have 3x. Since 1 is common, you can divide by 1. Now, since here is minus, we don't put plus here. This plus changes to minus. So you have to be smart not to make that mistake. Another idea is whatever sign that is here should be here. So this becomes minus instead of what? Plus. Because minus times minus will give a plus. So 1, okay, divide by 1 is equals to 0. So we can cancel out this, can cancel 1 here. This can cancel, this is 3. So we have 2x. This is what? 3x. This cancel, this is 1, 1. So we have minus 1. So this is minus 1. And this is 3x minus 1 equals to 0. Now from here, we can still factor out this. This is common. So I'm going to say 3x minus 1 into... Now if I divide this side by 3x minus 1, we'll be left with this. If I divide this side too by 3x minus 1, we'll be left with minus 1. So it's equals to 0. So having done this, we can now look for the two values of x that satisfies the equation. So the two values of x that can solve the problem is, of course, when we have this, remember if you have a times b is equals to 0, it means a should be 0 or b should be 0. So if we have this times this, which is a times b equals to 0, we can say this 3x minus 1 is equals to 0, or this 2x minus 1 is equals to 0. So this is a given condition when we are solving quadratic equation. All right, so from this, we can now solve these simple equations. From here, I have 3x minus 1 equals to 0. I can add 1 here and add 1 here. Or 2x minus 1 equals to 0. I can add 1 here and add 1 here. So this will give us what? This is 0, so I have left with 3x is equals to 0 plus 1 is 1. Or this is 0, so I'm left with 2x here. 0 plus 1 is 1. Now at this point, what do? I'll divide this by 3. I'll divide this by 3. I'll divide this by 2. I'll divide this by 2. So this will cancel out. This is 1, 1. I'm left with x as 1 over 3. Or this will cancel out. This is 1, 1. So I'm left with x as what? 1 over 2. So the solution to the problem, the given problem we have on the board is x equals to 1 over 3 or x equals to 1 over 2. You can substitute it inside the given question to check if the answer is correct. Alright guys, thank you guys for watching this video. Hit the like button, subscribe to this YouTube channel, send this share this video to your friends and your loved ones. Bye.